what's a happening, guys? Bruno here from Bruno's Classic Car Garage. Alright, we just got some little bit of buttoning up some things here on this Buick. I took the fender off here and the rad and all that stuff because everything was in the way. And I still had, well, I had to get the fuel line in, so that's done finally. Had to do a bunch of schmeebing and bending and twisting and, you know, hurt your hands and this kind of stuff to get that fuel line in place. So I finally got that going. And I can't really, I wanted to put a filter. This one's a little bit big, but I'm just going to put this temporarily here with the line. It'll just kind of be sitting here because I want to have a filter on it while this thing's fired up for the first time. And we can see that we got fuel and all that stuff and whatever. But just got a bunch of little things to kind of final button up here. I got the brakes I got to get done and bled. Got to get the rad back in here, hook up the hoses, put some coolant in it. Got to get some, I got a boot I got to put on the back on the line for the power steering line, so because it's close to the exhaust, I'm going to put a little boot on it so it doesn't get too hot. And so I got some clamps to put on the lines down there for the fuel pump. You know, just this kind of stuff, right? Just making sure that everything is done and marked. I'm going to go around and I always mark stuff. Like I'll take a little yellow marker and I'll make a line. I'll make sure these are torqued, every little bolt. And then I know that's been done. I don't have to worry about it no more. So I got a bunch of little things like that to do. And then I got to go underneath, make sure all the brake lines are all tight. You know, obviously I'm going to take the wheels off, make sure everything is tight. And then probably going to bleed the brakes maybe tonight or tomorrow. I obviously need 2 people and I'm the only one here right now, so then that'll have to get done. I still got a little bit of organizing on the lines that go on the cross member there. They're a little bit hard to make look nice. It's just, so I still got that to tidy up a little bit. Some of that I can do after, it don't matter. I want to make sure this thing's running, and like I say, cross your fingers that everything goes good and we don't have any issues. So that's kind of where it's at right now with this. So it's probably going to take me till tomorrow, and then we'll fire this thing up here on probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday, depends where we're at by tomorrow night here. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you guys that so you kind of have an idea where we're at with this thing here. Some guys are saying I don't put up enough videos on this thing, but there's only so many videos you can do to show the progress. Otherwise it's, you know, always looking the same. Even when I'm doing a video of this thing, it's always looking the same. We're doing different things, but it's always kind of looking the same right now until this thing runs, and then I can actually start assembling the sheet metal. Once I get the fenders painted and stuff like that, put the bumper on and all that kind of stuff, you know, it's just, this engine has to be running right now. So, and now that the car's sitting on the ground, the doors are a little bit out of alignment, obviously, because the weight is sitting on the wheels now, not underneath on the frame. Like you see there, when I lift it up down there, it, you know, flexes the car a little bit differently. But now when it's on the wheels, since I put the wheels on, the doors are just slightly out of alignment, so I'll have to do a final alignment on those. I tell you, you know. And then I still got some bolts here I got to change too, actually. See these bolts here? I mean, these look okay, but they're not the original ones. I'm going to sandblast and plate the original bolts here that used to be in here. And then that'll be done too. So there's just lots of little things like that still. It's just the way it goes, right? So anyways, I'll leave it at that for now. And I'll probably do another video maybe later today or tomorrow morning or at some point when it looks like something's been happening. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit. Oh, I'm getting to the end here. I'm getting to the end. Got basically got to bleed the brakes now. Just hook up a wire, positive wire to the distributor, but I need somebody to crank it so I can see what kind of power I got coming out of a couple of these wires here before I wire it up. I might have to wire something separate right to the box. I don't know yet. But other than that, and then I'm just waiting on a boot here. I'm going to put a boot around this hose right here to keep it from getting hot. And before I put some fluid in there. But everything is hooked up for the last time. Thank God. I got coolant in it. Well, I didn't put too much. Just enough to keep the corrosion resistance down. I don't like just putting water because it'll rust right away. So I do add a little coolant, but I don't want to use too much. Just in case a guy has to drain it, and I might actually do that just to flush the motor out. Just because it had a lot of rust in it, like a lot. So I might actually, once I get this thing hot, I might flush it and then fill it up again. So yeah, everything is hooked up now. Holy moly. I got brake fluid in it. And I've got fluid coming out of the front calipers, but I just let it gravity feed, but I don't have any. I think it's because the back is too high. I'm gonna have to lift up the front maybe or something, but I might just wait till my buddy gets here on Thursday to do that. But anyway, so that's basically about it. Just got to bleed the brakes now. Like I say, the wire for the distributor. And I've got all the fuel lines hooked up. Got all the tank stuff hooked up. Just got to put some fuel in the tank now. And I don't know if any of you guys use these kind of clamps here. I don't like these. I kind of like them because they tighten all the way around evenly. But they don't really tighten all that well. They're okay if you got something on a barbed surface, or I don't know. I don't really like them. Because when you have something that's, like if you got just see the 3/8 line here? Right here. It's just kind of cut off over here. It can still actually rotate. If you pull on it, it'll still rotate on here. And I don't really like that. The other clamps actually tighten it right down. So I think I'm going to change these out. And I think I'm going to rough up the fuel line a little bit too, just to give it some traction. Same with the bottom where the fuel pump is. So I'm going to change those out. And then I got this filter here for now. Just temporary. This is just, you know, I'm going to change that out after. I'm going to put a little smaller filter in this area here. But other than that, I think that's about it. Got everything hooked up here. I got this kind of a donkey looking thing here. I don't know why there's another inlet, outlet. I don't know what the hell this is for here. This is for the overflow goes to the tank, but I don't know what the hell this one's for. So obviously we don't need this. I think I'm just going to make something here to make it look, this is just temporary here, but I got to make something so it looks a little bit better than this. I tell you, it's always like more monkeying around with this shit here. Like, I don't know. But anyway, so I think probably tomorrow I'm going to try and button up the back of the exhaust there. And then basically that's about it, I think. I hope. And I just kind of got this here too, if you guys are wondering. That's just a temporary ground here for the rad support so that, you know, the headlights work and stuff like that. That's all that's for, because there's no, because of the rubber mounts on the rad support, I've been through this before. This ain't grounded. The rad support's not grounded very good, so that's why I run the wire. Otherwise, the lights don't work properly, or they might not work, or something won't work. So just temporary. I'm going to remove that later on, but there's a couple temporary things on here I gotta. And then I got my oil pressure gauge here. That's already hooked up. So yeah, getting really close now. Man, I can't wait to get this thing running. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be, I was kind of hoping tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to be Thursday. And then I guess we will see what happens. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later.